Hi guys, how are you doing? It's a girl Owami, aka Boldly Owami on this channel. Welcome, and yeah, I'm here for you guys to join. If it's your first time, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe. I absolutely love you. Now obviously I was on Instagram and you guys were like, oh, I mean, we need to know about this because I told you guys, or you guys, like, I don't know, there's a part of me that I feel like I'm gonna have to explain a bit before I should tell you guys like what's going on, so that you can just understand. Because number one, like, honestly, I'm not even rejoicing at like the misfortunes that I'm hearing that is happening. So obviously this is alleged, somebody told me, but this is someone that I would say that I trust. I don't see that she would have any reason to actually lie to me. So for some of you that do not know, that maybe just recently started watching me, I used to be married. I did go through a divorce and it finalized last year. Now I think that maybe one of the things that were very different when it came to this was that we were a couple that was on YouTube. We used to vlog together and stuff, and I always protected him. Like, I was always that man's protector. Like, when it comes to his image, when it comes to everything, like, I always made sure that I protected him. And that's why, like, you know, people did not know about a lot of stuff, which is why a lot of people are shocked now when I talk about it, because they're like, girl, you never even showed anything. Because of I had made a decision that, you know what, this is my man's and I'm gonna protect him. You know, the same way I feel a spouse should support and protect their spouse. So as a woman, I did feel it was my, you know, job to protect my husband's dignity at the time. But unfortunately, I feel like he did not feel that way. Literally, I feel like I'm gonna actually do a video. Like, I feel like I was married to my enemy, you know, like, especially when you listen to all the things that are happening and the things that went on after this and this. Like, it's just like, girl. So last year, as obviously I went through with the divorce, and I relocated, my ex decided that, you know, lying to his family about me was not enough. Lying to complete strangers about me was not enough. He had to now also come online and lie here. You know, he tag teamed a failing OG on YouTube, and they started, shame, I won't even lie, they did that thing. You know, thank goodness that no big publication on YouTube like picked up that nonsense, which I'll forever be grateful for. But yeah, it was a rampage and whatever. And I mean, I won't lie, at that time I was still like very wounded. You know, I was not okay. I'm going through a divorce. But I think what, like, for me, when he did all that, it also, like, you know, just shut the door completely. Like, it was like at this point, I don't even give a fucks about you. Like, not even, like, zero fucks about you is given, you know. And so yeah, I decided that I'm gonna start clearing my name and the statements that I've heard people talk about that were not online. And I know that there's a time that I actually stopped. I was not even uploading on this channel. You know, I was busy, the salon, this and that, and it was just a lot. I won't lie, I was going through it. And so now I do feel like I need to talk about these things, you know, give these life lessons in full, because there'll be a time that comes where I can't talk about them. Like, the moment I'm in my husband, I'm not gonna be talking about my ex-husband. It's gonna be that, you know. So I can talk about maybe life lessons, but no longer like story times or things that were happening. So I think that this is my opportunity to do it now, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it and clear my name, right? So for some of you, as I said, that maybe do not know, he did that. When they did that, they made sure that, like, it was lies upon lies upon lies upon lies. Mind you guys, he knows this is where I make my bread. This is basically my job. So it's like someone going to your job and trash talking you and trying to make it a very uncomfortable space for you to actually do your job, you know. But thank goodness that I did not let that happen. As much as I was going through so much, he was making sure that the divorce process was very difficult. You know, when he was supposed to do something, he would not do it. I had to be driving up and down. He had terms and conditions, and right as we were about to finish, I remember, if I'm not too mistaken, it was like September. That was when he decided to get lawyers, and then them lawyers had to apparently bargain this, like, contest, you know. Yo guys, I went through it, eh? Now obviously after that the divorce finalized, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go and just clear my name obviously where I can, but then that's it. Oh crap, I need to take this. Okay guys, so I think that I tried my best to, like, you know, kind of like summarize for people that are new on what actually happened. Now I don't know guys, I feel like I've got two takes when it comes to like what I had. So the allegations that I had are that Taibo guy now is Mageza, guys. Not even Mageza or Quantum, Mageza were local in J venture style, you know, Avanza levels, because he lost his job. Now I do not know, obviously, that he lost his job. I heard this like even before his aunt passed away. I heard about this a long time ago, and I know, like, I think I know why, but I think that this guy, he thought that he was throwing me under the bus, like talking about how, you know, he had stolen, blah blah blah, talking about things that, I mean, clearly anybody could be like, oh, so you've got a criminal record, you know. Maybe he thought that, you know, telling people because he was feeling all strong and everything in front of his malume, guys, that was somehow something that was gonna come bite me or something. It definitely beat him, because I don't know what the reason is fully why, you know, he's no longer working there. I have got my own suspicion, you know, but I don't know if maybe this was also part of it, due to the fact that obviously he told the wrong people. Like, how are you gonna tell family members that you know damn well that they don't really like you, all that they want is money? They were constantly asking for money, and if he doesn't give, then clearly that was gonna upset them. And it's like, okay, if we can't eat as well, that we all ain't going to eat, you understand? So now that is what I actually had. Obviously I'm not going to like describe how the events actually went on, because I don't want obviously like there to be a clue or a hint of like this is what this person said. And the reason why she was talking to me about it was because like she watched my recent story times, and she was like, hey girl, I just thought of you, blah blah blah, and then she told me this. And so if there's anything that I can go ahead and just say, is that whether if you are a man or you are a woman, and I think that is like, I do believe that smart people do learn from other people's mistakes, is that sometimes when you want to lie someone, be careful that you are not lying yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because my ex did come online when he was busy, you know, with his failing OG, and he was basically saying that, yeah, he was basically cheating and shelling anybody that he could whilst he was still married to me, because being a liar. That's what those were his words. And even till today I won't lie, because that is the truth that he never told me. I only heard it on the internet, just like how everyone did. Guys, those words literally broke me. I won't lie, those words broke me. I remember I listened to that like over and over, like that part, and I really sat down and as I'm saying, guys, at that time I was still going through it, because I mean, you know, when you leave someone, you can still have feelings for them. So I still had some feelings there, you know, but obviously those stuff that happened was like what shut the door. But when he said Uguti Bega liar, I think the part that was really hurtful towards me was that, sorry, right now you guys know some of the things that I went through. At which point, guys, was I not loyal with this man? Like, at which point? I was with this man for 9 years. I never, not a single day, cheated on that man. Up until the day I found out he cheated on me. Like, I had never chatted with another man. I had never been with another man. After I found out that he cheated on me, yes, I started entertaining other people, but not immediately. That was like months later, you know, obviously like over the phone, stuff like that, you know, because like, girl, I knew I was about to leave. This marriage is definitely over. But I can honestly say in the whole time that I was with him before this man actually cheated on me, I had never entertained anybody even like a DM, guys. And so I really sat down and asked myself, I'm liar what? Mind you guys, in the divorce, this man got the land that was bought by me. This man got the car, which was bought by me. I can't remember how much he put in. I think in that car maybe he might have put in about definitely less than 15,000. Chef, I know even 15,000 I think is a lot. Like on that car, the whole money was mine, you know. He got that car. You know, I left him his whole pension fund. Even when it came to like the clothes that were in the house, I called him and I was like, hey, do you have anything that you want to come fetch? And he said no. I remember I was the one that packed all his clothes, even put them in boxes, even had to pay a driver because at that time I couldn't even drive. Paid a driver to say he should go drop his stuff ko mama high and everything, and I left, you know. And at that time when he left, if I remember well, he left on a Wednesday. On a Friday he was about to get paid. Now it was December, right? And I think like he had even, did they used to bonus nyana, like get Christmas money? I can't remember, but I do remember that there were stock files that were still hanging that I had to pay alone, yet when the money came we split it evenly, you know. So he really did screw me over. Like this man, when I tell you guys, I really do believe I was married to my enemy and I just didn't see it. Like that's one of the scariest things for me even till today, you know. And even with that, guys, I do remember like some of the allegations that were put forth were basically that I'm a fraud, the car I'm driving, I got someone to actually get it under their name because I can't qualify or blah blah blah. And like, guys, the way this man acted, he acted like I was the one that cheated on him and he's the scorned one, and so he's retaliating with all these lies that he's putting out there, you know. And like I won't lie, guys, my heart was very painful because I was like, wow, like I have never given you a reason for you to treat me this way. And the more and more, like, you know, when you're out now, people start telling you things that you like they wouldn't tell you if you were still there, you know, like how the time that I needed a break and I came to Joburg, guy threw a whole party in my house. I never knew, guys, I never knew. And so, you know, like things like that, I honestly, like, yeah, mega too young liar, but I really wanted a reason, like, for what? Liar for what? And I think we're at this point, obviously I don't talk to that nigga. I ain't even interested to talk to that nigga. I think we're at this point, or at that point, like I really just, like, I really honestly was going through it because I have all these questions. This person cannot answer them because we do not talk. Like, okay, lie, exactly what did I do to you that was so horrible, that would make you want to treat me this way, you know? And so all this shakara, all this up and down, all these things that he was doing, he lost his job, the car I left him, he lost it, he had to sell it because he couldn't have, that car was packed for months and months. Because I remember when I was going to Free State about the divorce and stuff, I did go past where they used to fix and the car was there. It had been there for like the longest time. It was not moving. He couldn't, you know. And then I just heard rumors that even the land he sold, I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, I guess the pension fund came in and he did not work for that long, you know. So I guess maybe it was not too much. But what I think that maybe I'm gonna go ahead and say here is that when you have a partner that really loves you, that gives their all to you, and especially when you guys are married, marriage, the reason why it even includes pastors and prayers is because whatever it is that is being signed here, it's also signed in heaven. And I do remember, like, when I was leaving, I made a prayer, and my prayer was never to say the guy should suffer or anything. No, my prayer was that, God, I know you love marriage, you know, and you know fully that I was fully hearted in this, and I would have stayed in this with this man forever. And trust me, this man had so many flaws. Oh my God, so many. But due to the fact that I loved him, I decided that I was going to stay, and I prayed to God about it. And I do remember actually saying that whatever curses that may follow due to a divorce, please let them follow him, because he's the reason for this divorce. That's what I said to God. That's me, I won't lie, because I was not gonna collect cases that I know nothing about. And yet you decided that the marriage is no longer what you want. Instead of like coming to the person you're married to and talking to, you decided that what you're going to do is all this up and down and everything. And you're doing all these things to someone that God has already seen, like their heart is open for you. So don't think what God is gonna be looking at you with eyes of, you know, oh no, you know, because God loves marriage. And I think that's something that a lot of people really need to be careful when it comes to that, you know. I am yet to see like the partner so and then the marriage fails or ends, and it was because of the one person, and that person just goes on to be super successful. They may later, but they go through a lot. Like they go through a lot. And I'm saying this with people that like are like closer to me, and so obviously you won't know what other people are going through, but people that are close to me, like honestly there are some serious repercussions, eh? And so I don't know, shame guys, I won't even lie. When I heard of this, I was like, I don't know, at first my heart literally broke for him, because I know that area. I've always told you guys that it's very small. Literally everything is right there. You can walk to the center, you can walk the whole place, like in, I don't know like how I can even describe. People, like that place is so small that you can walk to town, you can walk to the hospital, you can walk to anywhere, you can walk to anywhere. So, and I know that like a lot of people there, like, you know, they depend on grants. So if you're a local ranker, how much are you gonna really make? You know, not a lot. Obviously it's not gonna be that much, especially with that area. But again, you know, it's better than nothing, I should say. You know, they say half a loaf of bread is better than nothing. But obviously, like, if this is true, which as I said, the person that told me, I don't see any reason why she would actually lie. I don't want to, like, the words that he was busy talking, hey, lie, you should take those and say Bengi's liar, Bengi's liar, Bengi's liar, because that's literally what is actually happening right now. Guys, Karma knows everyone's address. Try your best to go to, like, when you're living with people, don't go out of your way to just be a horrible human being. Mind you guys, this is the same man that used to go to the prayer mountain where he used to go pray, and now he would actually use the place to go and carry his side chick in my car and go to the same prayer mountain, and he will be there talking about how I'm so barren and how I'm this and this and that. And mind you guys, like, I never did anything to this man. I never did anything to this man. And so, like, the level at which this man really tried to go to destroy me, and it seems like every single time that he was holding a shovel, that shovel he was just digging. Every time he dug and dug, the deeper the hole went, he's the one that ended up falling in that hole, you know, because he tried to come for my job and he failed, because I was still here, you know, was still here working. God is good. And so basically that is that, you guys. Like, just be very, very careful. I'm not even going to lie, just be very, very careful. And it's not everyone that you just play with anyhow, you know. Some of us have got divine intervention, and trust and believe, the universe is not gonna just watch. The universe is not gonna just watch. Like, stop trying to go like to the deepest depths to make someone's life horrible, and stop trying to go out there and actively trying to dig people's holes. so that you can throw them in. Because at the end of the day, you might dig the deepest hole and then you end up being the one that falls in there. You know, because at this point, thinking about it, yes, he does have a degree. You know, he had an open honors, but he didn't finish from what I know. And on top of that, he passed very well. I won't even lie, he passed very well. His degree is proper, but due to the fact that he and a bigger papa and thought it makes him a big boy, revealing everything, he told people. Now people know that he has a criminal record. And as I said, guys, that place is so small that everybody knows everybody. As I told you guys, for the audio that I have, that is over 40 minutes of his mother just talking trash about me, even his deputy principal was there. So when the mother was even also talking about you know, she was the one that told him to go steal, that go to do this, that go to do that, that's when you know what, people will destroy themselves. How are you saying that thinking you're tarnishing my name? Now I sent your child to go steal. But his deputy principal is right there. You don't think when that deputy principal leaves, the first thing she will think of is, Haibo, he used to steal and he was even arrested. There were police, there was this and this. You don't think in her mind she would sit down and be like, oh, so it means this guy has a criminal record. Then how did he even get you know, hired here with a criminal record? But due to the fact that sometimes people are so focused on destroying you, they end up destroying themselves without actually knowing they do. And for me, I also think that it's just it was just a lot of thoughts just came to my mind. But the statement that actually came to me was, "Aya, being him liar," and he was so proud of it. He was so proud of the fact that it broke my heart. I was so proud of the fact that he put me through hell, that I went through so much at that time. I even thought of killing myself, almost did. That's how bad it was for me, you know. But he could come online and team up with someone just to make sure that he makes my life even more miserable. And then he can lie and tarnish everything about me. Like, if you come for a woman's hygiene, like, you know, like, you literally like have gone there, you know. But now I'm just surprised with the failing OG is not here reporting good. He lost his job, is now a mageza with local rank. I'm surprised. Or did he not tell? How come now he was telling the truth about me, his side of the story, but his side of the story on this other side now is not coming here? All his friends that when we were staying in a house, because mind you guys, when he left, he went to his mother's house. When we were still staying in town, whenever holidays came, we would take trips to Durban. Whenever this and that, you know, we used to go out, we used to do this. I used to see even some of his colleagues, they would send him messages, hey, can you please borrow me 5,000, blah blah blah. They saw him as a man that had money, and then they started boosting him. Hey, you know, where now you are kabana, where now you are this and this. Hey, the mother is up and down, guys, telling everyone that girl home vendor, she's so lazy. She even has a helper, but she sits at home and does nothing the whole day, and she's eating. The biggest flex I can go ahead and say is that the truth always comes out. It reveals itself. It doesn't even need explanation. It does not need explanation. The car that I had his ranking with is a 7-seater, right? An Avanza, from what I heard. That's what he uses to rank. I drive a 7-seater just for me. It's not a ranker, but it's also a 7-seater. That's how big God is. That's how big God is. Uguti, as much as people can try and paint this painting or this image with you are this horrible person, you are this and this and this, at the end of the day, actions and things that are happening, they will always show you. And as I said, guys, when I heard it, my heart literally broke. I'm not celebrating with like he's where he's at, but I do feel like there's a part of me that is like, no, you will get what's coming to you for everything that you did to somebody that only had like positive plans for you. Like, this man lied to me, to anybody that could listen, anybody that could care to listen. Now I was hated, guys, by people that don't even know my face because of him and his mother. That's how painful it is. I had uprooted my life, moved to a place nobody knew, and the only person I trusted was him. He acted like he was, you know, for me, he knew that he was not. This whole time he was doing things behind my back until God decided, no, my child, it's time for you to see. And when I left, obviously God took me with my resources. If he was someone that was so resourceful, he should have left where we were renting and go get an even bigger house or an even nicer place, not back to his mother and father's place. You understand? And so, yeah, I'm not saying that I'm rejoicing, because I know that maybe some people will be like, but why you also spoke about him stealing, you also spoke about him this and that. I really don't care about him and his future, because he didn't care about me and my future when he was online talking crap. But another thing again, I do have to say to you guys, he and his mother, they literally made sure that people knew, because they wanted everyone to know, I'm so bad, I was even having their son still. Even in that lie, they revealed he was a thief. So if you're watching this, uzlayile shem kebab, was liar. And I don't know, Shem, I don't even want to lie. I do wish you well, but at this point I do believe you deserve exactly what you're going through right now. Wherever you are now, you deserve that. That's what you deserve at this moment, because you cannot play God with someone's life. There is a God, right? But anyway, again, when people are collecting their karmas, it's still me that they blame. Makubanani, it's Wami, she's a witch, she's dangerous, she's this, she's that, she's that. Someone was busy hollering her, talk to your ancestors to leave me alone. I'm like, talk to them, because now I don't. All that I'm gonna say is that to maybe women that are going through the most right now, because I remember that time, you guys, when I remember that time, I know that sometimes it can feel like everything is just so unfair, which it is. But at the end of the day, trust and believe. Karma knows people's. Yep, my battery died, and so I had to just, you know, improvise and do this voice background just close off. But I did get a bit emotional, honestly, because it did take me back, you know, to the time that girl was really going through the most. And what I just wanted to say was that karma knows everyone's address, even when it's at a time where everyone is crucifying you, everyone is making you the villain, everyone is saying whatever it is that they want about you. Trust and believe, all those people are definitely going to collect. They're gonna get what is coming to them. From where he was to where he is now, that's a huge fall. I won't even lie, Shem, that's a long fall from grace. And so yeah, him and wanting to liar me, definitely lied himself, and that is that. Hey, honestly, that is that. But anyway, I love you guys, stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload.